各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩最终幻想 or as we know in English, Final Fantasy. Hello everyone, welcome to our not our usual stream. I know we are ultra late because I somehow have overslept my alarm. I don't know how that happened too. I even tested my alarm and it was working, but I don't know. Maybe I should have double checked. But in any case, I guess it's gonna be a shorter one. We'll see an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how I'm feeling. Maybe an hour 15. But anyway, welcome back. After you do remember, we have Bahamut's quest that we had to do. Alrighty. This also means we are in front of a very important spot. Alright, so let's go ahead and enter into what am I saying? We're going to enter into the Castle of Ordeals, or the Temple of Ordeals, depending on which version of the game you're playing. So let's begin. Yeah, I'll show you what this place is about soon enough. Hello, Romeo, welcome. Possession of the crown is required to test your courage. Take it to the royal throne and bring back proof of your courage. Good luck. Well, remember that Bahamut didn't want proof of your courage, so we are finally going to do it. And welcome, Romeo, welcome. So yes, we finally have a use for that crown we got from Astos. Alright. Let's begin. So the way that you navigate this dungeon is through these pillars. We're going to be warping over and over again. So it will be quite interesting. Okay, so for this next part, I do know which way to go. Yeah, I have a map for this, so we go down here. There are enemies, so don't get too complacent. And here they are. We have the pretty mean red gargoyles from earlier. Remember from the volcano, so that's why I've kept some anti-fire with me. Mercifully, they're not that tough. As tough as the first time we fought them back in Gold Volcano. Yeah, this is why I cast it anti-fire. Because if you did not do that, those fire twos will be hitting a lot harder. Fortunately, we're a bit stronger than we were when we went to Gold Volcano. Or Gurgu Volcano, depending on... Since this is the NES version. Alright, let's continue. Okay, we go down for this one. Okay, so just go down. Follow the pathway. Go to the middle here. Ooh! Ooh, Medusa. Ooh, boy. I think these can turn you to stone, as you might predict. Should we beat these things up? Maybe running would be a good idea. Yeah, not worth your time. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and grab the treasure here. As you see, there is one ominous-looking chest here, and in front of it is the mud golem. I don't think these are particularly interesting as monsters, but mud golems are... No, not these ones there. Yeah, they're clay golems in other games, and they have 176 HP. They could, yeah. I mean, that's about it, really. Oh. Easy peasy. Okay, not too bad. Ooh, Zeus Gauntlet. Now, you might be wondering what would you do with this. Normally, you would... Like, you would think, oh, we're going to use this armor, right? And you would be incorrect. Now, you can't equip it, but you can have it given to Rosa, who can't equip it either. But there is one thing she can do, which is use the Zeus arm gauntlet as an item. And it casts Bolt too, I think. So that will make Rosa able to cast, what am I saying? Excuse me. Cast, magic in her turn, rather than just try to hit people, which is not as effective. So that's pretty useful. I like it. And so we've made our White Mage even more useful. Okay, so we need to go to the next area. So let's go here. And now we can go to... Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Unfortunately, there was a chance of this happening. Oh, we might be dead. Oh man. And Rose is dead. Oh, this is very, very bad. Oh, we got extremely unlucky. Sorry, folks. Yeah, this has had a chance of happening. Unfortunately, based on the encounters. So, oh man. Well, I mean, the alternative would be to run back, but we might as well run because we have. Well, we might as well reset because with Rosa dead, there's no chance of us surviving. So, sorry guys. Guess we're gonna have to do this again. We got really unlucky near the end of there. Darn it. Well, that's the problem. We don't have save states. Sorry, folks. Sob. We got really unlucky. It's okay, we'll have to kill the mud golems again, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Ooh, mummies. This is the other encounter you could encounter. That's also, I mean, encounter, sorry. This is the other encounter that could be quite dangerous, so... I'm going to use fire too, and... Oh, yeah, see, that's why. The mummies can put your party to sleep. And that is no good. At least this is a little more reasonable than the red golem, the red gargoyle. Wizard mummies are pretty tough, but they're not impossible. Yeah, this dungeon can be quite tough at times. Yeah, the mud golems are much easier than the other enemies in the floor. Oh, right. Alright, it is on Rosa now. Make sure the absorb is correct. I know Nyang already has more HP than Lutz does at this point, but not yet. Still not quite as effective as a tank yet, but maybe someday. Okay, new floor. Okay, there's quite a bit of treasure we can get. Let's go ahead and do that. I think we should run. Not worth it. Yeah, Medusas can turn you to stone like cockatrices. And there should be an encounter the minute you walk through here. Oh right, we have the Nightmare named which are those evil ghost horses. 200 HP. They're weak against ice for some reason, so yeah, let's I don't think I would need ice too, but I'm gonna save my strength for fast. Let's just try to gang up on one of them and then have Yang hit the other one. Ooh. Oh no, oh darkness, oh no. Oh Lutzen. Come on guys. They don't have that much HP, but it looks like they get dodged pretty well, which is kind of annoying. That. I know you almost think darkness is actually working because of these of all these missed attacks, but no, it doesn't. Oh, right. No one's really injured enough to really use it. Let's grab the chest here. Oh, right. Now, the heal staff you would think would be... Like, why would you use a weapon that heals you? And you wouldn't. So, that's why do that when you can use the heal staff to heal people as an item? And now Rosa can heal in battle without having to use her magic charges. Ooh, that's really useful. You can't use it here, but outside of battle, but in battle you can use it to heal your party. So, yes, very useful. Alright. Oh, I could have the gold armlet, and we can give that to the red mage, I believe. Right? I think. Yeah, it's for the red mage. There you go. Now he'll have more. Let me show you. More absorb. So 28. And the old. I should have shown you the old one, but. Yeah, see, huge difference. 22 absorb versus 28. Now Lutz would have a better chance of surviving. You have the ice sword, which we don't need. I think if you had a thief, it would be useful, but Lutz is already wearing one, so no point. Iron Gauntlet, which you don't need either. Don't think I have anyone that can wear it. Nope. Glenn's already wearing the silver, so it's just free. It's free real estate. Oh no. Run. Glance is still dangerous enough. I'm not going to take my chances. Got unpoisoned Glenn here. Musical chairs. These are unguarded chests, so these mind flares are not to be trifled with, so run. Remember I mentioned that they were quite strong and they can kill you with one physical attack? Yeah, that's why you run. Yeah, they are not that was not a fixed encounter. That was a random encounter. Got our house and some gold or gil, and there's nothing in this one. What a shame. What a shame. Let's go here and grab the tail. This is what you came here for. That is your proof of courage. So excellent. Wow, that was quick. 18 minutes to get through it. We finished that faster than I expected. Now we just have to walk to the throne room and oh, here he is, the zombie dragon. This is the boss of this dungeon. If I remember, man, I really should have replayed through some parts of this, but yeah, 268 fire and harm will damage it. So that's 268 HP, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, but you have to watch out for hit paralysis, so I think on its own it's not that bad. So we may not need harm. And I will show you what happens to use the Zeus Gauntlet. See, it's almost dead. It's very dead. Never mind, it didn't even survive the first round. I didn't even get to use my Zeus Gauntlet. What a shame. Alright, now that we have the tail, we can get out of here. And that's it. That was all you had to do. That's the end of the Cave of Ordeals. Not too terribly long. Cave of Ordeal? Castle of Ordeals. Not terribly long, but alright. That wasn't too bad at all. I'm going to save. Yeah, we did not just go through all those dangerous areas just to not say, just to die on the way to safety. Okay, I didn't predict we would finish that soon, but sure. Let's go to our ship and get back. Catman, I don't care. Y'all weak. And you, Zeus. Oh, of course he's poison. Look at how much damage the white mage can do. 110. Making her very useful. Rosa. We gotta cure poison. Okay. Now we need to go to... Yeah, so we got the cave ordeal, so... let me see. Okay, it's not too far. But I think I should grab my airship before I do that. I don't think... Yeah, these guys are so weak. I don't even know if we'll get the Zeus Gauntlet early enough. But... yeah, I could have just ran actually, but it's okay. Yeah, we're not at the point that the monsters are running away yet, but... oh, this is Elfland, so... I'm not here. Here they are. So we want to get promoted. Let's see. Is it this one? Manticore. No. Oh, poison. Alright, fix them up. Oh darn it, this wasn't the right one either. Here you go. Now, time to walk the long corridor as we approach the king of dragons, Bahamut. Tail of a rat? I know, it's a rat's tail, not a dragon's tail. Proves your courage. I shall give you the honor due true warriors. Welcome, friends. Warriors, revive the power of the crystals, yes. Of the orbs. Alright, guys. We are now, as you see, our sprites have changed since the last time, since talking to Bahamut, and our stats have certainly gotten better too. I think Glenn now can learn some magic later on, but who cares? What does the Red Wizard gain out of class change? I forget now. I know Yang doesn't gain much of anything. I don't think he gains pretty much anything. Lutz gains more magic charges that he can learn new spells now that he couldn't before as a red mage. So that is one thing that Lutz can do. Yeah, Yang gains nothing out of it essentially, but it's cool. And Rosa will also gain more spells that she can learn as well. So yay! Our team is just going to be more solid and more powerful. So that's going to be really neat. So yay! Yeah, so essentially what we were just... This is why Final Fantasy 1 isn't the game for grinding, per se, not early on. Because you actually want to get to this point of the game and get this class change as soon as possible. And then you can grind. If it's more efficient that way, because you'll be stronger too. So, yeah. And at least we got this. And now we can go learn some new spells. Let's get out of here first. Okay, now that we have everything, we can go learn Lightning 3 Life for the Red Wizard, or for Lutz, and then our White Wizard can finally learn Exit. So I think they're in Crescent Lake, if I'm not mistaken. How do I get to Crescent Lake? That's Crescent Lake, so let's go to Corneria really quick. Let's first sell off our stuff. And also restock our heal potions. Nothing crazy. Oh, I could use a few more pure potions. I'll get 2 more for the road. So nice to be able to come here quickly. Yeah, let's sell off just the ice sword. Do not sell your heal staff. That would be bad. Actually, hold on. Let me check something. So 45 damage if you use the flame sword. 48 damage if you use the ice sword for the knight. Sweet. Yeah, oops. I forgot that the ice sword can do more damage. Yeah. And you can take advantage of the fact that the ice sword is it has higher stats, even though you would normally be worried about like, oh, what happens if you run into an ice monster? You'll do less damage, but remember the weapons are bugged, so only the damage matters, so you realize that you don't need to keep elemental swords because they don't work properly. So you only care about the raw stats. So that's why we can safely get rid of the flame weapon. And now we can sell off our silver's armor, which we do not need, and the iron gauntlet. Do not sell your Zeus gauntlet either. You silly people. And sell off the iron, and then we're ready. Now we have the resources to go buy our spells, so let's save. It's kind of weird they don't work properly. I'm sure people have wasted money them thinking they would be useful. Yeah, exactly. What a shame. If you didn't have a guide, well actually, a modern guide, because like the old guides wouldn't tell you that they don't work. Right? Actually, I'm not sure about that. They may tell you that it doesn't work. Excuse me. Yeah, it's bugged. I mean, these were the days when QA wasn't... They just kind of released things and did some testing and hoped it... And they assumed it was fine, and then really obvious stuff was broken. It's kind of interesting. But that's what happens when you... Not enough time and only one... I guess one programmer, Nasir. So... And that's what happens. You get a buggy game because you don't have a big enough QA time. Didn't give yourself enough time to QA it. Okay, so need to go to Crescent Lake. Well, at least you couldn't get those weapons for money, so I guess it's not. Oh, you don't pay anything, so it's fine? Question mark. Oh well. But you might equip it and think you can beat up some things that you, and then find out, why doesn't my damage go any higher? And then you get annoyed. Okay, let's check. Oh yeah, is exit on this one? Yes, it is. And it is not 620,000, it is 20,000. So it just says level 6. So you want exit for Rosa. Yes. Wait, hold on. Did she learn it? Yes, she did. Exit. So that is a very, very good spell. Now you might be wondering, what does exit do, you say? Well, as the spell description says, lost, no way out, is it hopeless? Use this spell to exit. So you can use this to exit any dungeon. So that means you don't have to walk all the way back to the entrance and the exit anymore. Thank goodness. Unfortunately, I just used a charge for it, but it's okay. I accidentally demonstrated it for you. You could use it even in in towns. I actually didn't know you could use it in towns because you would never use it in town generally. So, oops. But it's okay. I'll just save that we obtained that later. Okay, so let's go to the. Does this have no? We need level 5, so Lutz, can you learn Lightning 3? Yes, you can. The other ones that are here don't really are not that great. Stun, paralysis, but if you had a charge of magic and a free turn to cast magic, why would you use stun to stun the enemy, which has a chance of failing, instead of just, casting a spell that kills the enemy instead? So Rub is the same problem, since it's the insta-death spell that's been the bane of our existence. But us using on the enemy is also kind of it's the same problem, where you have a chance of killing the enemy, or you could just cast a spell that guarantees you to kill the enemy. So insta-death's not that useful, and Quake is kind of it's okay, I guess. But we can save our money. We don't absolutely need it. What we do need is Lightning 3. We'll give it to Lutz. And now we are set for spells there. Let's go to the other shop. So he has Lightning 3. He doesn't have this yet, but it's coming. It's coming soon. You might as well buy it now while you can. And then I'm forgetting where life was. Does this thing, do they say anything different? Uh-oh, we got a Body McBotterson. Yay. Bye. Yeah, he has nothing new to say. I thought the level 5 magic shop was here, but I guess it's not. Oh well, we had to buy some spells from here, so. Yeah, it might be Elfland then. Yeah, I'm forgetting where some things are. So you do have to go to some places, but... No, darn, this is level 3. Darn it, I'm too far back. Maybe it's Melman. Darn it, I have to... Let me look up the magic list again. Okay, we need life. Is it Melman? Yeah, that's what I thought. Not too terribly far by airship. No, that's the Evil Castle. No, not here. Now we can learn life for Lutz. Sweet. Yeah, Lutz also gains... Yeah, if you didn't have Red Wizardry, you wouldn't be able to do the buy life either. But now you can. So that will be really useful later on. Especially now we have 2 people that can use life, which is always a huge plus. Alright, anything else I missed? Okay. Okay, so you're all set to go. Let's save and then go to the next area. It's so nice that you can save in Corneria over and over again. Cheapest in the game, and not incredibly hard to reach. Alright. It is now time to move to the north. Remember that you couldn't... that there are no ports in the north, so even if you explored in the north area, you wouldn't be able to do anything. Well, now that has changed. It is now time to go to our first new town, which is Onkar, in the north. So here's the Cardia Islands. We don't want to go there anymore. We're done with that. Yeah, so here's Onkar. So this is a close... We need to find the closest spot. Unfortunately, this means we have to park it a little bit further away, but it's okay. Yeah, we'll use the canoe to get across. We'll run into some tough enemies, but it's not the end of the world. Ow. Ow. They're getting a little... we're getting a little unlucky. You still have the Zeus Gauntlet. Oh. Well, we might have to use the life magic a little sooner than I expected. Sorry folks, gotta use it now. Wow, the gators. Did not work? Oh, that's weird. I mean, we could... I didn't see the... that might kill it. Yeah. Nope, we wanna... Nope, we don't want that. Let's go. Let's try this again. Let's cast some ordeals. So sorry guys. Let's try this again. Cross Skater and Red Karibe. I just know that Cross Skaters are just stronger than the original Gators, which were already tough. See? It's... Wow, it does so much damage. At least he tornadoed it. Ow. These monsters are pretty tough, so... Okay, we made it to the village of Onkar. You can buy items here. Is there anything we can buy of interest? I don't think so, but you can buy a house, and I guess you can buy softs here too. Kind of hard to get here though, so I don't really recommend it. Well, I don't need it right now, so there is only one thing we want to get from here, but later I'll show you. Have you found Oxiel? Yes, you will need that later, but we don't need it right now. Until 200 years ago, the mermaids lived in the shrine. Then in fire and smoke, it sank. I wonder what happened to the mermaids. Yeah, I know, I'm sure that's like a little bit of a typo. I wonder... My legs are beautiful. It's so nice to have legs. Okay. Are you a mermaid? Underhill, the caravan master, had something very strange. Hi, was ye landlubbers? Stay out of me way. Kope says he saw a shining object fall. Shining object? This town used to be prosperous 200 years ago. Yeah, there's nothing interesting on the graves, it seems. No, here lies Link or here lies Erdrick. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything from... You have legs! Yes, I do. My father runs the caravan. He is having a closeout sale near the oasis in the western desert. Yeah, we'll need that later. Oh, there's a dragon here. Well, well, I see you have been honored. Yep, if you... I don't remember what he says. I don't know what he says if you are not promoted already, but if you are promoted, he says, oh, you're promoted. Neat. Fables say that when the shrine sank, many treasures were lost. Also, they tell of a cryptic stone plate. Huh, I don't know what to think about that. My brother, Dr. Une, has studied Lefinish, the language of the Sky Warriors. If he had the slab, he could teach it. Yeah, we will need Lefinish later. There is a town called Lefine that you can't talk to anyone there because they don't speak your language. And you'll have to learn their language to speak to them. My name is Kope. I saw it, north, near the waterfall. Believe me, I think it was a robot. I made a submarine to save the mermaids, but to go deep enough it will require Oxiel. Yeah, you can't do much with it right now. We will need the Oxiel later. Until 200 years ago, the power of water brought us good fortune. Sorry, Kope, I need you to get out of the way. Oh, right. Now we have a chance. Let's look at what we can buy here. I'll show you the black magic list, but there isn't anything we care about. Saber? I don't remember what Saber does. Level 7 spell. I don't believe it's useful, but so this is black magic, so oh. Yeah, this spell would actually increase like your damage by 16 points and your hit rate by a random amount. It unfortunately doesn't work, so it's useless. What a shame. It would be really powerful. It's going to be really powerful in other versions of the game, but it does not. I remember it, unfortunately, doesn't work. I remember it correctly, it seems. And as you know, the blank status is bugged, so this is useless. I mean, if you could get it, even if it did work, I don't think I would spend a whole spell charges. I know it looks like 3 times the amount you got. It says no. I know it's level 745,000 and not 745,000. I know it looks like that because of the font. It's together because they couldn't fit more characters. Oh well. Therefore, black magic is useless. The black magic shop is useless here. But here's the one where we do want stuff. So we have anti-rub, which is anti-deaths. But eventually you'll get an item, something, a way to prevent insta-death that doesn't require you to use a spell. So don't bother buying this unless... I mean, you could get it for completion's sake. I mean, I tell you to skip the spells, but like... you don't spend your money because money is very difficult to come by in this game, but you're welcome to do it. You generally just have to grind and get the money back. But nah, don't bother. Just get heal 3, which is what you actually want. And of course, that is for Rosa only. 45,000 is a lot. See, that's why I've been telling you, save your money. You need as much money as you can, and those spells are not going to get any cheaper. You might be thinking, oh, but you can't do anything with level 7. Oh, don't worry. It's coming soon, so... you're gonna get level 7 spell abilities soon enough. Like, spell charges, sorry. Soon enough. Okay, there isn't much of anything else you can do here, so... now we need to go, to the next area. Let's save here. Let's explore to another town that you couldn't get to before. And don't worry, this won't take nearly as long to reach. Oh, of course. Oh, the great Pede. The great centipede. Not a biggie. For we have ways. We have our way. Ow. Yeah, it sucks it went after Rosa. Doesn't have that much HP either, but oh well. I could definitely use the heal staff in battle too, so you don't have to use your spell charges like I just did. Oh, yuck. Poison. Gotta watch out for the gators. The most powerful enemy you can run into. Oh, actually, no, the frost gators are, but I'm gonna get rid of the gators first. I don't think we need to use heal staff yet, so might as well use this now. Ocho is not going to do a ton of damage. The Gator would, but it's dead. So the Ochu, sorry, it's a mistranslation, slight mistranslation. It's Ochu, the classic enemy you'll see in later Final Fantasies. Very obnoxious, but oh well. Alright, we have to cure poison status. And Rosa really should stay down here. Yeah, I don't want to fight the ones on the land. They're much more annoying. Oh, of course. Ankylo. Ooh, new enemy. I know nothing about this, so let's take a look. Let me take a look at what it does. 352 is not weak against anything. It has no special. There's nothing special about it. It's just not weak against anything. Let's use a heal. Let me show you heal staff in. Yeah, we're gonna need it now, but in motion. Doesn't heal that much on its own right now. Hits really hard, so I'm going to keep using heal staff. See, look at how powerful it is. Oh, never mind. It is dead. And it is worth no EXP. Lame. Or sorry, no gold or gil, depending on. Yeah, this is the Temple of Fiends. So, yeah, we're here at Corneria again. This is where I wanted to go. Oh, sorry. Some pretty terrifying monsters. We have a little bit of time. I'll do a little bit more, and then we'll probably have to stop for the day, I think. I know. We could have started earlier, but I fell asleep. I feel asleep, basically. Okay, so Gaia is the next location we need to reach. I believe it is to the top and to the right. It will be a while. Here it is. Thankfully, we don't have to walk as far. Welcome to Gaia. This town is Gaia. Quite a little bit of a shopping, a short one, not too long. But yeah. Okay. So first things first, let's go buy our what we can. We can buy the Ice 3 for the Red Mage, for Red Wizard, sorry. And that will be for Lutz. Still can't use it yet, but he will eventually. Might as well just buy these while we can. And for White Wizard, we want to get a Cure 4. You could get harmful, but like there's not enough undead monsters that require such level of high harm, so it's kind of not really worth your money since you won't be encountering the undead very often anymore. Looking at you buying high level mess, it makes me wish I could do that in newer games instead of having to grind them all. I know, right? You can't just like buy them in the store. Alright, let's buy Cure 4 for Rosa, and that will be useful. You might need to heal high damage. Yeah, look at our money just start dropping. You thought, oh, 300 something thousand, we have a lot, but no. Look at how expensive these spells are getting too. Alright. So we have purchased these things that will help us later on. We don't have level 6. You'll get there though. Have you been to the cities south of here? I just cannot understand a word spoken there. I've wondered what language it is. Yeah, some editing passes could have helped, but I don't know. Maybe they ran out of character space. What's that broom up to? It's talking backwards. Yeah, in case you didn't figure out, the brooms were always talking backwards. Unbelievable! You're outsiders, right? How did you get this far north? Yeah, no. You're like, nobody comes here. Forever. Do you have great power? I suppose I do. Now I do, I guess. Everyone thinks the tower in Yanakurm Desert is a mirage. I wonder. Yeah, that's future locations. We can't go there yet, though. Legends say the Sky Warriors flew about here and there from a castle high in the sky. Wonder if that'll be useful. They're talking a little bit about future locations we'll need to go to, but not now. Legends say the castle in the west is a place to test courage. And legends say that was correct, because I have already been there. And that's why I'm wearing the stuff I'm wearing. The fairy at the spring was kidnapped. Yeah, we'll need to help that fairy later. I saw a shining object flying towards the east. Okay, now that we're here at the weapon shop, is there any weapons to buy? Nope. The cat claw would be for the for the master, but he doesn't need it, so no need. Don't waste your time. Okay, we do need some stuff for everyone. So we have 2 orders of business. We need the pro ring for everyone, and we need the 2 gold bracelets. 1 for the master, 1 for the white wizard. So we will want to get that, but first we must sell some stuff. So it is time to sell all your gauntlets. You don't need them anymore. That is what the pro ring is here to help with. So we are going to buy the pro ring. And you might be wondering, what does the pro ring do? Well, remember I was saying that you can have something to prevent insta-death? Well, that's what it is for. Pro ring is really, really useful. Like, it's going to save everyone from dying. And it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful not to worry about insta-death anymore. So that all those times fighting Rob will no longer be a problem. I think you'll get an item later that will prevent you from stone, which is really, really nice. But right now we don't need it right now. Or right now we don't have it, sorry. We do need it, but we don't have it. Okay, pro ring. For Lutz. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so for Lutz, you can just go ahead and the buckler and the cap are useless for Lutz, so we're not going to keep them around anymore. We have the pro ring, and the gold bracelet is already useful, so he doesn't really need these. Yeah, so you might be wondering, why sell these? Well, we're going to be treasure diving soon, so we need all the space we can get. And cap and buckler just doesn't matter. Oh, hi Kitara. Nice. 12 cents. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. You want me to add on Discord? Oh, well, you can stop by our Discord if you'd like. I generally don't add people right off the bat if I haven't really met them. But yeah, feel free to stop by our Discord, and you can stop by there. I'm kind of trying not to get too many people on my Discord, especially ones I haven't met yet. Let's talk to each other first. Okay, and Lutz can sell the gloves. So I do think we will need to do a little bit of money grinding really quickly to get the rest of it, but let's get the pro ring for Lutz. Yeah, we won't have enough for the gold bracelet for the white wizard and the master yet, but we will get that soon enough. Oh, he has nothing to sell. Yeah, so we want the pro ring for the master. No, we are not selling the Zeus gauntlet. Oh, I didn't buy the pro ring for the white wizard. Sorry, I will take care of that. Okay, now that we've done that, yes, now we want to sell the silver bracelet and get the gold bracelet for Yang and Rosa. Now, it is unfortunate that we'll no longer be able to rely on the master's level for absorb, keeping our equipment costs low, but the pro ring's just too useful. So at this point, so that not having it is even worse than keeping the armor bonus. But it's okay. The absorb will be higher than his level, and the only way to overcome that, the only way to get higher absorb bonus than that is to level your master all the way to like level 30 or something, but you don't need to do that, so. Okay, we're gonna sell the silver bracelet so we can get the gold bracelet for Rosa. Yep. Now we have one last thing, which is to grab the last gold one, but it would be for the master. But we do need to, unfortunately, we'll need to come back because we don't quite have enough money, so yay. I saw a shiny object. Okay, I talked to her already. Anyway, here's the item shop. Don't sell anything that you haven't already seen before. Let me see. Yes, there was a professor that studied Lefinish. Oh, and here's the house of the clinic. Hardy hardy, you're too late. I bottled the fairy and sold her to a caravan. Aw, man, we needed that fairy for a certain thing. Actually, I don't know that yet, but I know what it is. But like, you'll eventually want the fairy because you'll have to come here to this spring. But there's nothing you can do at this spring right now. Yeah, there's no... Let me see where the... Yeah, I need to show you the level 8 spells chops. I missed them, so... Alright, I know it's a long way around, but we'll get to the shops eventually. Here they are, the secret level 8 shops. I'm also going to show you that we're not going to buy a single one of them. So Fade is, I think, a buff. What is Fade is like, oh yeah, no, this is Holy, yeah. I don't know why I just forgot. Yeah, so we don't need it. We're gonna pass on this. They're too expensive for us anyway. Wall is like it's like anti-ice, fire, or lightning. I think the sad part is that it only works on one person, so even though yes, it gives you multiple elemental protection, it's just the fact that it's only one character is like, oh yeah. Fade is holy, so this could be useful later, but it's not that absolutely essential. We're going to... Yeah, it's not that great anymore. It won't be great later when we'll actually get to use it, so... You can kind of safely skip it. For now. You can save your money for later. Maybe if you had a lot of money you could get it, but right now, it doesn't make sense. Exfer... is it removes elemental resistance from one monster, but at that point you're using so much, you're gonna have to use her special level 8s for this to do a debuff. Why do that when you could just kill the enemy? So it's like, by the time you remove the weakness, you could have just exploited the weakness and killed, or sorry, you can remove the resistance, but why? You could just use ways to kill it instead of using that one turn, so not useful. Sadly, the white magic in level 8 isn't that useful. And how about for level 8 for black magic? Stop is the same thing of using status elements. You could try to stop the enemy and fail, or you could just use damage. And damage would probably be better than hoping that you stopped the enemy. So, yeah, not useful. What a shame. Very shame. So, Zap itself is a like it's a insta-death for all enemies. Unfortunately, it can miss, so it's like yeah, it's no good though, because like level 8 is so rare that you don't want to use it on stuff that could fail. So it's like, so you wouldn't want to use Zap, unfortunately. And last is, like, you've seen this, you might have seen this spell used by monsters before. It's another of the, yeah, you have, this is an instant death, but it only works on monsters with less than 300 HP. And the worst part is that it doesn't work if the monster is resistant against death, which they are. So this is really useless too. So yeah, all the level 8 spells you can buy here are useless. What a shame. So that's pretty much the end of our shopping list. We do need to get that gold bracelet for the monk, so we do need to get a little bit of gold. I think like 50,000 is what we need, so let me take a look again. I can't afford it. 50,000. Yeah, we were still a little short, so even with all the treasure we've gotten, we're still short 50,000. Okay, so let us say that we have purchased pretty much everything. We just need to go, yeah, this is Lafine, by the way. We can't go here until later. Or you can go here right now, but you wouldn't be able to do anything there because you would, man, it's a long way to get to Lafine from, I don't think, yeah, I don't even think you can land there, so you can't even get there yet. Yeah, you can't land here in this tile, so yeah, to get to Lafine you would need to have a place to land, but you can't, so right now it's inaccessible. Can't go there yet. Here's Corneria. Well, we have about 10 minutes left, so might as well get some money while we're at it. Let me see. This is also something I haven't done yet, but Final Fantasy grind money. Yeah, okay. You could go the Earth Cave and actually go show you the Hall of Giants and get some money that way. Might as well. Since we didn't show you any of that last time. Oh, oops. Alright, so we're back here again. This will allow us, we have exit now, so we can exit at any time and go save if we need to. Let's go left. Whatever. Yeah, these guys are pretty weak now, so... Now you can see how powerful that Zeus Gauntlet really is. Anyway, we're in the Hall of Giants, by the way. This little area here is all giants. So every step will be giants from this point on. See? So good. Yeah, the other place you could grind, I think you could also have grinded the zombie dragon in the castle ordeals, but it's a pain to get to, so I didn't bother. We're almost there. Oh, critical. That's why. I was like, oh, it did more than single digit damage. Ow. I'm sure there's probably better now. You could, if I just, yeah, the castle ordeals or other areas, but but those require you to go really far, so in more dangerous territory. So I'm going to pass on those and just come here for the more conservative but effective option. Yeah, on their own, the Giants aren't anything to write home about. We'll have to finish the grind probably on another stream, but it's okay. Might as well heal everyone when we can. Wow. Alright. Let's do this one more battle, and then this battle, and then we're gonna get out of here. To save. Worked out pretty well. Yeah, it will be a little bit. We'll probably have to grind a bit more before we can get that gold armlet. I think it's worth the investment, so all right. Yeah, we'll just get rid of these shells and then we'll save in Corneria. So nice not having to use any spell charges and still being able to do massive damage. Yeah, they're really weak, so I don't even know why I bothered, but okay. Yeah, I went a little too far. Yeah, we have 20,000 more gold gil to get, so it'll take us a little bit of time. Okay, guys. I think this is a good stopping point. It is super late, so I'm gonna stop us here before it gets too late. But anyway, if you did enjoy today's stream, we do have a Discord where you can discuss this game and other games of interest, like I mentioned. Or you can follow us on Facebook or X or Blue Sky down below. We do have archives of previous streams on that YouTube page. I have been uploading to it. It will slowly. And other stuff is going on as well. That's mostly stuff that's uploaded in private for now. Mostly because I need to just publish and give them descriptions. Yeah, if you do, NFO, if you did enjoy this, we do have a poll in Discord for you to pick the next Pokemon game, or like a Pokemon game for the stream later on after Corpse Party, which is the next one after this game. So please feel free to stop by and vote. Otherwise, I guess we'll see you on Wednesday for more Final Fantasy action, hopefully earlier. So sorry about this. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I guess as always, 晚安, which means good night, and 下次再见 means see you next time, and 谢谢收看, which means thanks for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you, and 愿你的一天有福, may your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys had a good one, and see you.